Welcome to Character 1 Part 2. We are now going to add all the rest of the elements we need for our rolling character, and then we're going to tweak the design and the animation. So let's hop over to Cinema 4D. This is pretty much where we left off before. We see now our nicely rolling character and the camera following. What we can add now at first is a mouth. So we go up here, we choose tube. We go on object and select X as direction. We give an inner radius of 30 and an outer radius of 40. We just need half of the tube. So you go to slice, you click on slice, give it 90 to -90. And there we go, we have our mouth. Let's move it a bit up. Okay, that is somewhere here. Go back always to frame 0 and let's place the tube into our base. All right. And now we see we have the happy and not so happy face. So here I want to move it a bit up. Is that? It's good. Next thing we need is a few ears. So we go to cylinder, we add a cylinder, object, orientation X, a radius we give 20 and height 10. And the rotation segments we give a 32. Remembering that we should also increase the rotation segments on our tube for the mouth. So let's choose the tube again. Go here, rotation segments, and bring it up to 32 as well. That should be enough. And let's choose again our cylinder. Let's call it ear left. Okay. And we bring it out to, let's say, 114. That's looking good. We duplicate our ear left, call it ear right. And we can go down here on Z and just set it to +114. So we have it exactly on the other side as needed. Good. So let's choose the cylinder and let's create a null object. And we call it body. Good. So in body we drag in now our tube, which is the mouth. Let's call it mouth. And our ears. Okay, good. This is now the whole base of our body. Let's make now nice round edges everywhere and connect all these objects and make it look nice. So to do that, I use this system, which might not be the totally ideal thing to do, but I use it all the time because it's just the quickest and the most comfortable thing to use, in my opinion. So you just go up here, you create a volume builder and a volume measure. We put the volume builder into the measure, and the measure we put into our body. Okay. And now we can choose all of our elements and drag them into the volume builder. And you see it starts smoothing out all the corners and connecting the objects. So we want to put the voxel size down to 1 centimeter. So we get a lot of polygons, but nicely connected round edges. And we can also give it a smoother. Okay. Now it smooths it out nicely. To make it a bit sharper on the edges, we can maybe put the voxel distance up to 1. And this is a look I like very much. Good, so now we go into our volume builder, and here we can see we can subtract our mouth. And now we have our mouth cut out of our character. Good, now we want also to fill up our mouth. So to do that, we just choose our, let's call body base. And we duplicate the body base and call it mouth. Let's get rid of this one for a sec so we see what's happening. So now we just, in the mouth, we don't need our ears, so we just select them and delete. And now if I choose the volume builder, instead of saying subtract, we just put it on intersect. And all it leaves now is the intersection of our tube and the cylinder. And now if we bring back the base, we have all of the things we need. Okay, and it's looking nice. Next up is another eye. So this is our eye left. We duplicate the eye, call it eye right. Let's change this to our right view. Okay. And now we choose our eye right and we move it 16 over to the right. Okay. And we choose our left and move it minus 16 to the other side. And now we see that they are nicely there, close to each other. And we go back to our perspective view and we have all of the character what we need. Great. So let's add a floor. Just here. Floor. And let's bring it down minus 48, because that is the radius again of our cylinder. So now it is lying exactly on top. And here we go. So this is all we need of our character. So to finish this up, let's tweak quickly a bit the curve. So we just choose all of our keyframes in the curves. And now we can tweak the curves and make the animation a bit more impactful. Let me show what there happens. So now we have a standard ease. And the more I increase this, the more of an impactful movement we have. And it looks just nicer. By pushing command, they stay straight, and this is not happening, which could be a bit tricky. So just push command, and I like it to have it extreme on the ease in and ease out. And this is all we need for our character's animation. And we will move now into part 3, where we're going to render this thing in Octane. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. See you in part 3.